This TrizzTech&Electronix video is sponsored by the Video Podcast Network. The world's top podcaster, Adam Carolla, is the world's best complainer. The man can honestly complain about anything. But today, I'm going to try to one-up him at his own game. I'm going to complain about the February 20th Sony keynote to announce the PlayStation 4. Now, people such as myself, tech journalists and reviewers alike, sat through a 3-hour-long speech to never once see even a picture of what this upcoming next-generation console is supposed to look like. No price point, have no idea how much it's going to cost. And the only thing that they did tell us was to expect it around the holidays of this year, so sometime around Christmas of 2013. So it really was not what I expected, and it was a huge disappointment. Now, subscribe to the Adam Carolla channel, which has been annotated right here through the length of this advertisement, to see if he can one-up me. He does a weekly live podcast, and on March 6th, he's going to be taking a look at the best YouTube complaints, such as mine, live. So definitely subscribe and stay tuned for that. It's your move, Carolla. Now with that said, let's jump into this TrizzTech&Electronix video right now. Thank you, VPN, for the sponsor. What is up, guys? Trizzle Trey with TrizzTech&Electronix. In today's video, I'm giving you guys my top 5 favorite features for the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Now, as you guys know, there's a bunch of reviews up on YouTube for the Note 2, so I figured I'd skip my review completely and just give you guys my top 5 favorite features. And the first feature I want to talk about is, you guessed it, that monstrous 5.5-inch 720p display. As you guys know, if you've been around the channel for a while, you've seen that I've released a few different gaming videos for the Note 2, and that is because I'm absolutely in love with this 720p 5.5-inch display. Now, the next feature that I want to talk about here is the S Pen. Now, when I first got the Note 2 in for review, I didn't see the necessity for the S Pen at all, and I just thought it was kind of an asinine throw in there that Samsung threw in. But I've kind of changed my sway and thought on that a little bit. And as you can see here, I'm in S Pen, writing out a little note to you guys that says thumbs up for S Pen writing. Now, if you notice here, depending on how hard I push down on the display, it goes darker or lighter. It really is like writing with a legit pen. It's amazing, the technology that goes into this. I think it is absolutely awesome. Now, another thing that you can do here with writing with the S Pen is if you go into your text messaging or any other kind of writing aspect, you can change your input method from typing to writing. So as you can see here, I'm writing out an entire text message here. Now, it's definitely not the most efficient way to send a text message because it does take time, and it does take a little bit of rendering, I guess you could call it, and it's not really fast. It does take some time, but the concept is still pretty cool, and if you have time to send a message, it's definitely fun to do. But as I said, it's really, really not efficient by any means whatsoever. But it still is reactive, it still does what it's supposed to, and it's just awesome that they add in this feature, in my opinion. And I do know a few people that actually really enjoy that. Now, the one thing that I do really, really like with the S Pen is, as you guys know, the stock keyboard for the Note 2 has a swipe feature, and I absolutely love using that swipe feature with the S Pen. I have now used that as my go-to aspect for taking notes for my YouTube videos. This is what I use to take my notes for my YouTube videos, is the swipe feature. I go into Evernote and I just swipe out all of my notes. It's so fast, it's even faster than typing out my notes. So the next thing that I want to talk about here, the third aspect here, is just the all-around benchmarks, just to show you how much of a beast this device is. That 1.6 GHz quad-core processor is just a beast. So we're going to start here with quadrant benchmarks, and we're going to put some music to it, so you guys don't have to listen to my voice while it's rendering. Okay guys, so we are going to say yes so that we can compare this device to other devices, And as you can see here, it blows out every other device that's in this application out of the water. It's just awesome. It is using some outdated devices though, but it still blows them out of the water. So I'm going to move on to Geekbench 2 since this seems to be the most popular benchmark tool. Now we're back with a 2011 is the score, which is very good. It's higher than any other device that I personally have reviewed. It's even higher than the Nexus 4, but if we compare it, it does look like the Nexus 4 and Galaxy Note 2 switch back and forth, but it isn't at the top like it was in the first benchmark. So the next thing I want to talk about here is the 8 megapixel camera. This thing is awesome, but the thing that it really blows my mind with is in low light conditions. As you can see here, I'm taking pictures of all 3 of my dogs in extremely low light conditions, all in the same room, same conditions, and they came out absolutely awesome. All 3 of my dogs look so awesome in that, and it's so much better than any device that I have personally used in low light conditions. Now, the 5th and final thing I want to talk about here in today's video is the monstrous 3100 milliamp hour battery. This thing is absolutely awesome. My biggest bitch when it comes to any smartphone is battery life. I kill phones halfway through the day a majority of the time. As you can see here, on battery time has been 1 day, 9 hours, 37 minutes, and 11 seconds on the battery, and I'm at 29% and it's discharging. But I still have 29% left of my battery, and it's been going for over a day and a half. That's just absolutely awesome. So I do really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the TrizzTech&Electronix channel if you haven't already, and I'll be catching you guys in my next video. Take care, guys. Peace.